Hello. You might be wondering, Mr. Chocolate, where is the Madam Web review? Okay, some of you might have been like, damn, I've seen it. Okay, it is up on YouTube, but as far as on TikTok, I decided to delete it because that movie's ass. And it's so bad to the point where I think as a film reviewer, okay, or as a reviewer of media, lover of movies and stuff, I don't think it deserves a fucking spot. I might honestly delete it off YouTube, depending on how it does in a couple days. Because fuck that movie. So, I'm here to tell you this, though. Because I am a greedy movie whore, I decided to watch 2 movies that night. Thank Christ I started with Madam Web, because imagine going home after finishing that. I decided to circle back because they had a 7:50 showtime of Lisa Frankenstein. Now, Lisa Frankenstein is actually a fucking movie. It was actually filmed. It has like a real fucking plot and script. And I think it deserves to have its voice heard. I've heard nobody on social media talk about it. I've seen the trailers in theaters several times, but outside of that, like I said, nobody's talking about it. Like, even in my social circles, I don't hear anybody talking about it. So I think it deserves a spotlight. Okay. So getting into Lisa Frankenstein, it is your run-of-the-mill, like, Frankenstein movie, but turned love story. So you have this girl named Lisa Swallows, by the way. And Lisa is madly in love with this guy who she's dubbing, Lisa Frankenstein. She's drawing on his stuff or whatever, because his tombstone's tore up. And long story short, after your comedical, she's going to a party, she ends up accidentally getting high, whatever like that. Lightning strikes his tombstone, and so he wakes up, and pretty much that's where the movie starts. So you have Lisa, and actually, did they even say his fuck? I don't think they ever say his name. So basically, Lisa and Frankenstein, played by Cole Sprouse, and Lisa's played by Catherine Newton, and their performances are fucking stellar. I was laughing my ass off in this movie. The whole time forgetting about Madam Ass, okay? I was sitting there thinking, damn, this is actually a film. I think it's also funny, too, because it's very artsy-fartsy, but it wasn't artsy-fartsy and annoying me how Poor Things did. It was like artsy-fartsy, like, hey, we have a crazy-ass plot and we want to fulfill it. So the main plot outside of a love story is that Frankenstein is missing his hand, his nether regions, and an ear. And so basically they start going on killing sprees to get said parts, okay? And it's awesome. The whole time I'm loving it. I love the art style. Like, even like at the beginning, there's like this cool like animation style like, for the intro, and I was vibing with that. Like, hell, if the whole movie was that, I would have thought it was a 10 still. And it was just great to see something original, like somebody that cared, a studio that gave a shit, like Focus Features. It was nice to just sit there in a movie and feel respected as the audience, and get a good payoff, get good score, even like that good set piece. I think it takes place in like the 80s, like late 70s, 80s, whatever. And I don't know, like I keep comparing this to Madam Web because I watched them back to back, but like, the total stellar difference of a studio who respects its audience and gives a shit versus one that does. Because clearly Focus Features knows they're not going to make a fucking $100 million. But I was already looking at the box office for Madam Web. Yes, it did open Wednesday, so it's still not the best, considering that it's now, date of recording, Sunday. But it's made $50 million, and it has an $80 million budget. So it'll probably break even. But I don't know, because word of mouth is awful. Because it is an awful movie. Don't go fucking watch it. Like, don't buy it. Don't do anything. Go out there, and honestly, I'm telling, I don't usually do this shit, but go support Lisa Frankenstein. Like, go watch it. Even if you don't like it, like, that's cool. Like, everybody has different preferences or whatever, but just respecting the filmmakers who makes a movie like that versus like, there's no reason, like, the money should be swapped. There's no reason why Madam Web should have $50 million, and I don't even know how much Lisa has. I know it's nowhere close to that, though, but I'm just saying, if you have the time, because I know this next weekend Driveway Dolls comes out, probably another movie that's not going to do that well, that I will be reviewing, but if you have the time these next couple days, maybe a week or whatever like that, because they probably won't keep it in theaters long, if you have the time and you trust me, go watch Lisa Frankenstein. It is that fucking good. And it's getting a 10 out of 10 and a Mr. Chocolate seal of approval.